Okay, folks, please welcome our next presenter, Powerdocks.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for joining me this evening. I'm Anthony Baro, managing partner of Powerdocks, a 3-year-old new venture that spun off out of a larger company called E2Sol, 10 years old renewable energy development firm. Powerdocks is actually commercializing autonomous floating microgrids in the aquatic space. Now, when you think about for a moment that at least 70% of the world is oceans and aquatic space, and all the species in the world are really in the ocean and in the aquatic, not on Earth. And the ocean and the aquatics are actually accumulating more CO2 and developing more energy than on Earth. Now you understand why we're so passionate about being a marine technology company. Okay? I am a sailor. I keep my vessel out of mooring. My lovely wife reminds me every time we go to the boat, she doesn't have a cold drink. Why is that? The mooring is doing nothing. So purposely, I decided to transform that inactive floating ball into an actual sustainable power microgrid, so that then I can take my short power cable and connect to it and not only get power, but also have Wi-Fi access. And forget the marina that is trying to charge me a lot of money to keep my vessel at a dock in the marina listening to all the drunks and all the parties and all the music. I got peace and quiet in the middle of the harbor. So we started this product, and then we said, what else? What else is out there in the aquatic space? And we came across all these marinas all over the world that have floating docks that are doing absolutely nothing. And so we decided, well, what if we turn all this floating infrastructure into smart, intelligent, and sustainable power microgrids that now they're able to generate their own power and provide some utility. And by the way, it's the only floating infrastructure that provides a return on your investment if you're a marina owner anywhere in the world. Big market, and it's expanding. What's happening in the marine space is the same thing that is happening in transportation on mainland. Cars are transitioning into electric cars. In the marine space, pleasure boats are transitioning to electric boats. Never mind pleasure. You have oceanographic instrumentation, you have aquaculture farming, you have defense with robotic applications, you have passenger ferries going electric, and now you have small logistics cargo vessels going electric as well. So there's going to be a big demand of electricity in the aquatic space, and there's no electricity out there for all these vehicles to take advantage of. Voila. 3 years later, we're in recreational boating. We're developing sustainable marinas with floating infrastructure that are active or intelligent, generate power, provide a benefit to the owners. We're in aquaculture farming. We have platforms that are remotely monitoring the water quality for the aquaculture farmers so that when they go sell their stock, they can command a higher price, not the wholesale price. They can actually brand the flavor of the shells or fish that they develop. We're in defense. We sold products. We're selling products to the Navy. We're recharging robotic devices that the Navy is using, air drones, autonomous surface vessels, autonomous underwater vessels, for sensitive port security and classified operations. And we're dabbling a little bit in floating sustainable living and hotel infrastructure for marinas. So now you can create Marina B&B, for example. 2018, big year for us. First time we launched into the marine pleasure market. Miami International Boat Show won the Innovative Product of the Year, sponsored by the North American Marine Manufacturer Association. In June, we took it over to Europe. Electric and Hybrid Marine World Expo won the award, Most Innovative Product in Europe. U.S. Navy, participating in Advanced Naval Technology Exercise 2017-2018. We're back this year again. We are now blossoming all over the world. We got products in Newport, Rhode Island, New Bedford, Massachusetts, with the U.S. Navy. The one in the middle is from Barcelona, Spain. So we're international now, manufacturing in Spain for the Mediterranean. And we're launching our smart buoy, multi-domain buoy for aquaculture farming as well as defensive applications. New market for us is offshore wind. So a lot of development going on in the Northeast Coast with offshore wind, at least 6 projects being awarded between now and 2025, gazillion gigawatt offshore developments going on. In Europe, we have first generation offshore wind. In the US, we're going to have Blue Isles 2.0 generation. By that I mean, we're going to take and learn what happened in Europe, and we're going to incorporate that into Blue Tech, smart sensing, remote applications, autonomous navigation. We actually fielded a project in Belgium with a partner of ours, Ocean. We actually put a radar system in 70 offshore wind turbines, and we created a virtual network for security for providing in situ remote monitoring of vessel traffic, incoming and outside of wind turbine operations. The second phase of the project is to actually instrument all those wind structures with sensors, so providing remote monitoring for preventive maintenance, and then leverage vertical axis air drones to be able to deploy logistics and complementary services. We have a portfolio of strategic partners. That's the only reason we have been able to accelerate our growth in just short 3 years. Very well recognized all over the years. We have a portfolio of awards, not only nationally but internationally. We have already proven market acceptance and growth prospects. We're now in high growth commercialization. And all we're doing is looking out for strategic partners, complementary products and technologies to bring into our platforms to enhance the value offering to our end customers. And also we're looking for strategic capital growth investors that we can complement each other and really take this company to the next level. Thank you. We have a basic platform design for marine pleasure industry. So as a boater, we can access a place and have electricity and access to Wi-Fi and not depend on our engine, fossil fuel, or generator. If you're a marina, we can design, replace your floating docks and make them active power microgrids, so help you save electricity and provide electricity to your customers. If you're a defense customer, we're recharging your air drones, autonomous surface vessels, and autonomous underwater vehicles operating in a hot spot or providing port security. And if you're an aquaculture farmer, we're bringing you information real time about the water quality of the stock that you're growing, so that then when your wholesaler comes to you and tell you they're going to buy your product at this price, you're going to say, no, I have a very, very good quality product. This is my price, and if you don't buy it, I'm going to sell it to the local Whole Foods market that is branded. And, so we have all this complementary product offering to help customers enhance their value, save energy, and increase their margins.
So very cool. But do you have any patented technology or anything? What's to prevent me from taking solar panels and integrating them into a dock?
I would love for you to try that. We have a portfolio of patents already applied for and granted in process. Yes, we do. But try that. Second.
Question about how you interact with wind and what are you doing with your technology with the wind, using the platform to do something?
So offshore wind platforms, their whole purpose is just to generate power, to provide the power via cable back to shore. Okay, that's all they do. And they're providing power for 30,000 homes. But guess what? They have no security for their system out there. Okay, they have no remotely intelligence about any fractures happening on the column structures. They have no intelligence about what's happening with the sediment at the base of the structure if they're changing shapes. They have no intelligence about the wave harmonics of what the impact of that it is. So we're actually transforming an inactive collective infrastructure into an active, intelligent infrastructure providing higher value add. Remotely censoring, diagnostics.
It's not based on your floating platform.
Well, our floating platforms provide in situ electricity to power all these devices. And then we have communication systems that, process the information up to satellite or Wi-Fi and transmits back.
Thank you.
I'll be outside for questions. Thank you.